James Graney here from internetbizuni.com, and in this video I'll be giving you 3 ways that you can differentiate your product listing on Amazon. So you might be already thinking, I've already watched this video, because in the last video I gave you 3 ways to differentiate your product itself. But in this video, it's going to be different, and I'm going to be giving you 3 ways to make your product listing stand out from your competitors on Amazon. So if you haven't watched the last video yet, where I explained 3 ways to make your product different than your competitors, I will leave the link below in the description so that you can jump down and watch that video after. But now I'm going to jump into this video and give you the 3 ways to make your product listing stand out from your competitors' product listings on Amazon. Okay, so to jump straight into it, the first major differentiator that you can make with your product listing is to have your product listing better optimized than your competitors. So what do I mean by better optimized? I mean that you have either optimized for more keywords or you have optimized for better keywords. And the better keywords is the one that I want you to focus on. Because think about it, if you just optimize your product listing for a load of different keywords that you deem relevant, chances are it's not going to rank up high for all of these keywords. Whereas if you focus on the best keywords that are the most suitable for your product, make sure that your listing is optimized for this by, including your main keywords in your product title, in your product bullets, in your product description, in your back end, then your product will be shown to its more ideal customers. And when your product starts making a lot of sales through these keywords, your product's ranking will improve dramatically for these keywords. And once your product's ranking increases, then you will start making a lot more sales through these keywords. So it's like a snowball that will start to kick in once your product starts making sales. And this is extremely important to get this right, because not optimizing your product correctly for the right and best keywords for your product will mean that no matter how good your product is, it's not going to get the organic reach that it should get. So make sure to optimize your product listings for your products better than your competitors. And if you've ever built websites, you'd know how keyword optimization works. How if you're optimizing your website for Google, you'll know how important it is to optimize your website for keywords that have purchasing intent. And with Amazon, you don't have to worry about that. With Amazon, you just have to find the most relevant keywords for your product and get your product optimized for these, because every customer who goes on to Amazon has buyer intent. Whereas with Google, as just a regular search engine, not everyone has buyer's intent. People go into Google and just search randomly for things. Maybe they're doing research for a project. Maybe they're just checking out different products to see what they're made of or how to make them themselves. There's lots of different reasons why people search on Google. Whereas with Amazon, when someone goes into Amazon, punches a keyword into the search bar, they have buyer's intent straight away. So what you can do as a seller is go into Amazon search bar, the exact same place that all the customers go to, type in your keywords, start to type in your keywords, and you will start to see the keywords that most customers are typing in, and pick out the main keywords that are most suitable for your product and make sure to optimize your product for these keywords. The second way to make your product listing stand out from all of your competitors' product listings on Amazon is with the review section. I cannot emphasize enough how important the review section is on Amazon. Like, Amazon customers trust Amazon reviews so much. And if your product has no reviews or, very short and not very descriptive reviews, this is going to put a lot of customers off purchasing your product. So it's extremely important to start getting reviews from the start. And the more detail that reviewers go into when describing your product in the review section, the better. And that's why it's worth even getting your product out to people who do leave good reviews. And you can do this a number of ways. You can do this by giving your product to influencers. Influencers will promote your product wherever they have influence, whether they're influencers on YouTube, on Instagram, wherever. But as well as that, they will also leave a higher quality review, or have more of a chance of leaving a higher quality review on Amazon, because they will be taking pictures with your product, they'll be taking videos with your product, and if you just ask them, can you leave a review on Amazon, then they are more likely to leave an honest review showcasing your product to the full extent on Amazon. As well as this, you can get your product to Amazon's top reviewers. When Amazon's top reviewers review your product, they have a badge beside them saying Amazon top reviewer or top 100 reviewer or top 1000 reviewer, whatever list they're on. But having this badge just adds extra trust. As well as this, they are more likely to leave highly detailed reviews, really reviewing your product and giving a customer that reads the review more of a feel for your product than someone who just leaves a review saying very good product. So basically what I'm saying is the more high quality reviews, in-depth reviews that you can get on your product as soon as possible, the better your product will take off and the more optimized your review section will be in your product listing. So that's number 2. Make sure to get your reviews on point before you really start to launch your product, because having your reviews on point will take your product listing to the next level. And number 3 is arguably the most important, or at least one of the most important things to get right when you're making your product listing. And this is one of the biggest differentiators on Amazon for your product listing, and that is the images and the copy that you have on your product listing. Think about it again from the customer's point of view. They're going through Amazon's listings, they're typing in the keyword, and then they're looking through them. The main picture, the number one image they're going to see is your first image when they're looking down through them. If this image doesn't capture their attention, if this isn't the product that they're looking for, then they're not going to click in and view your product further. So your image number 1 is extremely important, and it is extremely important that your image stands out to them and the type of product that they're looking for. And this goes back to what I was saying in the last video where I was talking about, differentiating your product. And this talks more about the marketing. Who is your product after? Does your product scream out to that person that this product is for you? Because that's what it's all about with your main image, with all of your copy that's within your listing. And what I mean by your copy is your title, your bullets, your description, everything that the customer reads when they come onto your product listing. Is this speaking out to your ideal customer, to the customer that your product benefits the most? And if not, how can you make it do that? How can you change it so that it is shouting out to them that this is the product for you? Because this is extremely important. And when I first started selling on Amazon back in 2013, this is where all of the opportunity was, because all of the listings that were on Amazon at this stage were all so badly, written, and the images was maybe one image of a blurry type of image of a product. It was so easy to make your product stand out. You didn't have to differentiate your product in any way. Like, you could have the exact same product as other sellers on Amazon, but simply have better images. Even a better main image in some cases was enough, and then just have your title, your bullets, and your description written in a persuasive way so that a customer that reads it says, look, this is a very good product, this is the product that I'm looking for, and goes and buy it. Besides, if they go on to the product listing that has a poor image, first of all, they're not likely to click in on that product at all, because your image really is important. They have to be able to kind of feel the product by just looking at your image. And then even when they do click in, if your copy isn't persuasive, isn't shouting out to them that this is the product that you're looking for, then again, they're less likely to purchase. They're more likely to click back and just look through other products. So this is your time to differentiate your product massively from your competitors' products, is by having your listing written in a way that really persuades the customer to make a purchase, and making sure that your images are on point and, consistent with your marketing plan, and calling out whoever it is that your product is intended for. So that's it. That's the 3 ways that you can differentiate your product listing from your competitor's product listing. I wasn't sure when I was putting together these 2 videos on this whether to put price in with this one, because again, price is a part of your product listing, or to put it as part of the product, which was in the last video. But I put it in the last video because I realized that price is a part of your product, because your product you can sell on multiple different marketplaces, as well as your own e-commerce website, as well as retail. So price has something more to do with your product. So that's why I put it in the last video and not in with the product listing video. But I realize it also could have been put in with this one. But if you want to check out the last video, then I will leave a link down in the description to it. Just explains the 3 ways that you can differentiate your product, not your product listing as outlined in this video. So I will leave that link below and you can jump down and check that out. At this moment, shooting this video, the Unique Private Label course is still open. I will be closing it soon, but if you are looking for a step-by-step course which teaches you kind of all of the basics as well as everything else that I have learned from starting my own private label brands of products on Amazon since 2013 and giving it to you in a step-by-step fashion, so showing you how to do the product research, how to list your product, how to talk with your manufacturers, how to import your product, how to launch your product, everything that you need to know to create your own successful private label branded products, then you can check out the Unique Private Label course down in the description, and you can see all of the videos as well as the call that you get with me when you sign up. And that's about it for this video. As well as that, just before I go, make sure to leave a comment down below to be entered in the Gary V bundle giveaway, giving away this entire bundle of products when this channel hits 15,000 subscribers. So if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button now. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think of this video. Any questions that you have, just drop them in the comments below and I will respond to them. I hope that you've enjoyed this video and I look forward to speaking to you on the next one. Bye.